Oh, person guys, before we go any further, this isn't the complete patch notes for the upcoming major update that will be releasing on 19th of June. This is our first look at some of the stuff that will be coming in the next major update on 19th of June. We can expect Epoch of Madness storyline to continue, and we can also expect party duels, new reliquary bosses, ancient legendary items, and more. Plus, you can also claim a 5-star legendary gem quality 2 from the battle.net website from June 19th until 2nd of July. And then we have the dev video. This is something we will check out later. But in the Codex, this is what we have. This is not everything like I mentioned early in the video. But Prince of Freedom main quest, Clobber the competition in party duel, dare to challenge the Bloomhollow, ancient legendary item set hunter event, new legendary gem, 5-star blood flow legendary gem gift, and more detail to come later this week. Starting with the main quest, I don't want to go too deep into this, but the story is going to be continue the Epoch of Madness. You will be chasing Albert, and you need to be in Hell difficulty 1 or higher to continue your storyline. And then there is going to be Clobber the competition in party duel. This is going to be basically new PvP. Instead of 1 versus 1, now you have an option of 3v3. You can team up with 2 other friends, and then you can challenge another team of 3 players and do some free PvP. There won't be any rewards, but you will able to challenge other teams as much as you want to. And then we will be getting 3 new reliquary bosses, a day to challenge the Bloomhollow. This will be our first reliquary boss from Inferno 7. This will be from Inferno 8, and then of course this will be from Inferno 9. They have mentioned that these bosses will be coming with Inferno 7, 8, and 9, but they did not mention that we will be getting a new Paragon tree with these new reliquary bosses and difficulty as well. We will learn about that later in the complete patch notes on most likely 17th of June. But there is another important thing to note here. If we go back in game, there is a notice in the mail that the reliquary will be changing in an upcoming release. Any difficulty level you have not challenged, and the rewards will no longer be available. So try to slay those bosses before they are gone. Meaning the Quant Gauntlet bosses or the rewards will not be available anymore after the upcoming next major update. Anyhow, then we have the ancient legendary item. This is something that I talked about in the past, and it seems like we are getting the ancient legendary item. And this time around, it seems like they are trying to give us some really powerful gear. 5 ancient legendary helmet, each containing 4 attributes, and 4 magic FXs can be earned as a drop or crafted at the blacksmith in Inferno 7 and higher difficulty. All effects on the ancient legendary items are predetermined, with 1 new effect being unique to each item. I guess it is going to be either unique to your class, or it will be overall a unique new magic effects that will only be available on the ancient gear. We will have more information about which effects can be found on these helmets in a future article. And another important thing to note, they are only giving us the helmets right now, no other gear piece. So we will be only getting the head piece. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a new slot or it will replace your existing helm. This is gonna be an interesting one. Most likely it will replace your current helm, but anything can happen at this point. It is gonna be unlocking in Inferno 7, so there might be like 10% chance that it is gonna be a helm that you will wear on the top of your current helm, and it will come with a unique effects. We have to wait and see boys, and you can earn the legendary Asian legendary gear item can be acquired as a drop from the following activity: Reliquary bosses, Gauntlet, and the Vanguard Terror Rift, Oblivion Pillar, and Hellslayer bounties. And to craft these helms, you need to acquire 100 of the new resources called Ancient Artifact and visit a blacksmith. These resources can be acquired from the following sources: Reliquary, dungeons, and Battle Pass daily chests. Once acquired, these new ancient legendary items will not only boost your combat rating, but the effects they provide create new direction to take your build in. We are extremely excited for you to beat back Hellspawn using the ancient legendary item. And then we have the Set Hunter event coming on June 19th, and it will last until 25th of August. This is gonna be one of the best events that is gonna come to Diablo Immortal ever. Acquiring that missing set item to finish your build just got easier. Before beginning your next dungeon run, select a set you wish to target on the events menu or using the option at the bottom left corner of the dungeon menu. Then start your run as normal. If you did not receive an item from your selected set as a reward, then you will have increased chance to receive it during your next dungeon run. Here's the drop: chances increase each time you do not receive an item from your targeted set. The first time you run the dungeon, there is going to be a 22% chance. If you have selected Grace of the Fledgling, you will be getting an item from Grace of the Fledgling. On the second run, there is going to be a 33% chance that you will be getting an item from Vitus or Grace, whatever set you have selected. On the third run, there is going to be a 50% chance, and on the fourth run, there is going to be a 100% chance. If you have selected Vitus or Grace, you will be getting one of the items from those sets. And the dungeon will continue only drop set item they are able to reward. For information about which set item drop from which dungeon, visit the Codex. This event will be active from June 19 until August 25th. This is going to be one of the best events. Honestly, it should have been permanent. But anyhow, new legendary gem. It seems like the information about the upcoming 5-star legendary gem was accurate. Blood Flow 5-star legendary gem. Your critical hit causes you to enter a blood rage, increasing your damage done and your critical hit damage. While blood rage is active, your critical hits also cause rend flesh, causing enemies to bleed for additional damage every second. Additionally, you gain increased critical hit chance for each bleed on nearby enemy, stacking up to a maximum of 4 times. Blood rage cannot trigger more often than once every 20 seconds, and rend flesh cannot trigger on the same enemy more often than once every second. And it is true, you get 20% increased damage, about 40% critical hit damage, and so the value for other buffs will be accurate as well from the league. And then we have the 2-star legendary gem, Stubborn Oracle. When you are attacked, a divine shield forms before you, increasing your block chance against enemies in front of you and reducing the duration of loss of control effects. This is gonna be good for people who are struggling versus CC in PvP. You will be able to decrease the duration of CC. It seems like chance against enemies in front of you by 60%. This is going to be quite big. And then 1-star legendary gem, using a skill increase your skill damage done and stacking up to 10 times. Skill cooldown reduced. This is going to be freaking at least this is looking pretty good here on the sheet. Using a skill increase your skill damage by 2.4% for 2 seconds, stacking up 10 times, so giving you about 24% skill damage, and there is going to be a 2% cooldown on the skills as well. This gem is going to be pretty powerful, And again, you can get one free copy of the Blood Flow. They have mentioned it again here, and more detail to come on June 17. Let me know in the comment section down below what are your thoughts. I am looking forward to the Ancient Gear myself. I am not sure at the moment if this will replace our current helm or it will be a new helm slot that you will be using in Inferno 7 and above. But for now, I'm signing off. You guys have an excellent day. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next one later.